Good evening to everybody. This is not a public satsang, it's a satsang instead of these live satsang which we used to have before. Because somehow we don't have the right technology here for doing it. And we decided to video satsang from time to time. So I'm very happy to share this time with you. I hope those who will watch this video later on will be happy of sharing time with me. So try to watch with all of your attention. Try to be joyful, happy of having the opportunity of viewing satsang. So in this satsang I'm going to sing a bhajan by Sant Singh. It's a very beautiful bhajan with a very nice melody and very nice meaning. Try, as I said before, to listen every word with all of your attention. Let it sink inside of you, and afterwards you try to follow the teachings that these words want to convey to you. So the title is O Akal Ke And, that means O blind of intellect. Just look, because Satguru has given you eyes. O akal ke anda dekh jara, tenu Satguru diti aankhiyan ne. O akal ke ande dekh jara, tenu Satguru diti aankhiyan ne. आर कदम ते तो करे करे ए अंकिया कसनु रखिया ने आर कदम ते तो करे करे ए अंकिया कसनु रखिया ने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने एक आंखे को दी दे मुल दिए एक आंखे मोती नाल तुल दिए एक आंखे को दी दे मुल दिए एक अंक मोती नाल तुल दिए एक अंक दे वेरी अजारे दे एक अंक दिया लक सकिया ने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने तेरी आंखें माया तो राज दी नहीं सतगुरु वाले पास लग दी नहीं तेरी आंखें माया तो राज दी नहीं सतगुरु वाले पास लग दी नहीं उन्हें पुल के आसाल तिकाने नू जाओ रे तिकाने फसियाने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने ओ अकल के अंदा देख जरा तेनु सतगुरु दितिया किया ने E pegaia hore sabnu paivkana roje ti kabnu E pegaia hore sabnu Vivekane rojati kabnu Kade jat namare dil bare vare Jisne tenu ditiya ankiyane O akal ke amda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane O akal ke amda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane Rabbi karam manjil dur teri Magarur aankh nur teri Rabbi karam manjil dur teri Magarur aankh be nur teri Jado chal deya dig pelea As Satguru diya rakhiyane O akal ke anda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane O akal ke anda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane Das na das o premisi Nirmal parvane sardene Kirg kar parvane di Tatate mardiya sakiyane O akal ke anda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane O akal ke anda dekh jara Tenu Satguru ditiya kiyane O blind of intellect, just look, because Satguru has given you eyes. On each step you are stumbling. For what are these eyes meant? Many are dead because of the eyes. Many are liberated through the eyes. Poison and nectar are in these eyes. Who has written these words? One eye is worth a small share of our eyes. One eye is compared with a pearl, Satguru's eyes. One eye has thousands of enemies. One eye has millions of friends. Our eye is not satisfied with Maya, and it is not attached to the way of Satguru. Forgetting the original place, your eyes have gone to other places and are involved with that. These eyes have fallen into other accounts. They are reading the books. They never look at the beloved, the one who has given you these eyes. You have left it away, and your goal is very far. Full of pride, your eyes have become without light. When you are walking, you fall down. The only hope is Satguru. The servant of servants is the lover who burns himself like the moths. How can I imitate the moths? At every place, friends are dying. O cieco di intelletto, guarda, poiché il Satguru ti ha dato occhi. Ad ogni passo inciampi. A che servono questi occhi? Molti sono morti a causa degli occhi. Molti hanno conseguito la liberazione attraverso gli occhi. Il veleno e il nettare sono in questi occhi. Chi ha scritto queste parole? Un occhio vale un piccolo guscio, i nostri occhi. Un occhio è paragonato a una perla, gli occhi del Satguru. Un occhio ha migliaia di nemici, un occhio ha milioni di amici. Il tuo occhio non è soddisfatto con la Maya e non si lega alla via del Sadguru, dimenticando il luogo originale. I tuoi occhi sono andati in altri luoghi e sono lì coinvolti. Questi occhi si sono invischiati in altre situazioni. Giornalmente leggono libri, ma non guardano mai l'amato, colui che vi ha dato questi occhi. Ti sei smarrito, il tuo obiettivo è da te lontano, pieno d'orgoglio, i tuoi occhi sono diventati privi di luce. Quando cammini, cadi. La tua sola speranza è Sadguru. Il servo dei servi è quell'amante che si brucia come le falene. Come posso imitare le falene? In ogni luogo gli amici muoiono. So in this beautiful bhajan, Sant Singh is giving us excellent teachings. The topic in this bhajan are the eyes. Sometimes the topic may be the mind, sometimes the soul, sometimes several other things. Here he's talking about the eyes. What are these eyes meant for? He says, oh blind of intellect, just look, because Sadguru has given you eyes. So, what does it mean to be a blind of intellect? We can be blind with our eyes. How can we be blind with our intellect? When we perceive the truth, when we see the truth, then our intellect has eyes. When we don't perceive the truth, our intellect is blind. So, he says, most of you people are blind of intellect. You don't see the truth. So look, because Sadguru has given you eyes. So what do we have to look? What does it mean, this looking? We look all the time. We are all the time watching one thing or another. We don't stay with our closed eyes. We keep them open. But what we look at is usually the illusory side of life. We don't look at the truth that manifests in life. So here Sanjay is inviting us to try to watch life with the eyes of truth. And the eyes are very much connected with the intellect, or with the mind. And the mind is very much connected with the eyes. Because according to our mentality, according to the way we think, we also see things. So as we think, So it is the reality that we see outside of us in the world. We think that we see all the same things. I mean, we may be in a place, even taking a walk in nature, and we think that we see all the same things. If you are a group of people or few people. But it's not like that. Because according to the way we think, according to our mentality or our forma mentis, we will be noticing certain things more than others. Let's say we are taking a walk in the nature and we are scared of snakes. We'll be all the time watching here and there if a snake is coming up. If we love flowers, we take a walk in the nature and we keep looking at flowers. Try to find one or the other, which is the most beautiful. If you like trees, then we'll be looking at the trees. If we are profound spiritual people, then when we take a walk like this, then we will feel one with all the nature that is around us. We'll be able to communicate deeply with the nature that surrounds us. So, the eyes and the intellect are very much connected. According to how we think, according to how subtle is our mind, how inspired is our mind, how uplifted it is, we will see different kind of things. Sometimes we just notice something which we never noticed before. It may be in our environment, but we say, oh my God, this thing I never noticed. It's there, but I never noticed it. So that means that according to the way we think, according to our state of mind and soul, we are more inclined to see certain things and not other things. So what is Sanji telling us in this bhajan? He says at each step you are stumbling. So why were these eyes given to you? What are they meant for? The eyes should allow us to see what's in front of us, what's near to us, what's far from us, according to the sight that we have. But we keep stumbling and we keep falling. Because as I said before, with these eyes, we don't see the truth of life. We don't notice what is real. Most of us are so bound, so inclined towards what is unreal, what is fake, what is false. So there's no meaning here that that we are walking, we stumble upon something and we fall down with our body. Is not this the meaning of these words? We keep stumbling in our way of life. We walk through life and we keep falling again and again in the same pitfalls. This is because of, again, the way we think, the way we are, because of our habits, the inclinations that we have. We keep making the same mistakes, that's what it means. And this makes our life miserable, because it's frustrating. Keep making the same mistakes. You know, we all have this expression from time to time. We all say these things. I'm so tired of making the same mistakes. I wouldn't like to make this mistake again. Sometimes we are humble and we pray this Supreme Being, this Supreme Satguru, please Satguru, please help me so that I don't make the same mistakes again and again. So, in few words we can say, we take the path, we take the spiritual path. And the path, it gives us a direction in life, so that we may improve ourselves, we may improve our life, our outlook at life, we may improve in general, we may become better human beings. That's why we take up the path. The path is like eyes that see. Without the path is like being without eyes. So the path, the teachings of the masters, is that path that if we follow it, it allows us to become better human beings. It allows us to get rid of our shortcomings, of our imperfections, of our bad habits, and consequently become better human beings. Consequently, we won't stumble again and we won't fall again. So these eyes about which Sanjay is talking here about is the path, the teachings of the masters. If we follow them, if we stick to them, if we mold our life according to them, then we get the right eyes, by which we see reality, by which we get rid of all our shortcomings, and we don't stumble anymore, we don't fall anymore. Many are dead because of the eyes. Many are liberated through the eyes. Poison and nectar are in these eyes. Who has written these words? So because of these eyes, many people, he says, are dead. It might mean that they died because of these eyes, because of the way they experience life. But it also means that even if they are alive, they are like dead. So many people, I would say most of the people in this world, are kind of dead because of these eyes, because of the outlook that they have of life, at life. The way of looking at life is completely wrong. It's a pure illusion. Because most of the people, what do they mostly mind about in life and in this world? Most of the people, they just live for satisfying these very same desires for which also the animals live their life. Most of the people in this world, they just mind about the next meal, how good it's going to be. Food, flavors, satisfying the sense of taste. The other thing they mind so much about is sex. We all know it. It's the dominating factor in life. The other thing they mind so much about is wealth and power. Money, money, money. It doesn't matter if the way I make this money is a honest way, it's a fair way, or it's a dishonest way. If they come just by sucking the blood of others. This doesn't matter at all. What matters is that I have a lot of them. So I can have the most beautiful house, most beautiful car. So most of the people are just concerned about these factors in life. And these kind of people, when they leave this world, because of their terrible attachment to the things of this world, they will die miserably. They will have to face lots of suffering afterwards. Because their attachment, their clinging to their possessions, to their belongings, will keep their consciousness tied down to this earth. They will become ghosts, fooling around their belongings, their attachments, their loved ones. So these people are kind of dead because of desires, because of the way they relate to life. But there are people that through eyes, they achieve liberation. Because somehow they have the good luck at some point in life to become aware that all this, what we have in life, all these our belongings, all these our attachments, they're not going to give us any lasting joy, any real last gratification. Because we may have the most beautiful thing, but at the beginning it's very appealing. You know, let a week pass, a month pass, maybe 1 year according to the value of the thing. And this very thing which was so appealing to us before, it won't mean anything. We won't like it anymore. Maybe we begin wanting something else, something better. So there is nothing of this world that is going to give us a very lasting gratification, satisfaction. Nothing of this world. So maybe at some point we become aware of this fact and we begin looking for something better, something higher. We begin questioning life. What's the use of life? Why did I come here in this world? What is the purpose of life? Am I meant to achieve something? Or is just this thing that everybody has in this world? So these kind of people at some point, they go through a spiritual awakening and they begin perceiving life with a different level of consciousness, with a different attitude, with a different outlook. So these kind of people, by and by, move towards what Sanji calls here the liberation. They begin looking at things in a different way. They begin perceiving things in a different way. They begin perceiving life in general as something totally different. So these kind of people eventually achieve liberation. Liberation of the cycle of births and rebirths. What in Buddhism is called samsara and what in Sant Mat is called Chaurasya. This cycle of births and deaths, which keep happening because of the way we look at life, because of the way we relate to life, because of our attachments. But you know, we human beings, by nature, we have to be attached to something. So in order to get rid of the attachments of this world and the worldly things, we have to develop an attachment, a longing, a love for something higher. Now, for some people it may happen that at some point in life, by the way, they are blessed somehow. They receive grace, a blessing by the Supreme Being, by God, and they awaken to this need for something higher. But most of we people, we begin wanting something higher, longing for something higher, when we meet a person who has realized something very valuable in life, who has achieved what we may call spiritual liberation. They call moksha or Satsang, the region of truth. So when we meet somebody who has realized something very valuable in life, who has achieved really the kind of liberation by which the person perceives God, then in this meeting, if you are ready for it, then something will happen inside of us also. There will be a spiritual transmission. Something will be passed on from the person who is awakened to the person who is sleeping, to the person who is conscious, to the person who is unconscious. Because that's what we are. Somehow we are unconscious. We are unconscious of the very many important things of life, of the very high things of life, those which have real value. And we are only conscious of these shells, as Sanji says later on. Shells which have no meaning. Because then he says, some eyes are like the shells, have no value. Some eyes are like the pearl, those of Satguru. So our eyes are like the shell that contains the pearl. But we know that the shell, even if it might be beautiful, it has no real value. If you go buy a shell in the market, you pay just a few euros. If you go buy a pearl that is a real pearl, then it will cost a lot. It's like the iron and the gold. It's like, plastic and diamonds. So, if we move towards developing our full divine potential, then we develop these eyes which are like pearls, which are like diamonds. You see, when you look into the eyes of common, ordinary people, those who have no spiritual awareness whatsoever, their eyes are kind of dull, they have no light, they're not beautiful really. You may feel unease even looking in their eyes, because they are dark. They don't inspire any good thing. But when you look into the eyes of a spiritual person, or even more if you look into the eyes of a master, then you will see light there. You will see that the eyes are very beautiful. Because they're very pure, they're very true, they're very holy. So we should develop this kind of eyes. We should develop this kind of super consciousness, which will allow our eyes to reflect the state of consciousness we are in. Because the eyes are the windows of the soul, so the windows of the consciousness. And if our consciousness is clear, if our consciousness is clean, is pure, then this purity reflects through our eyes. In fact, then he says, your eyes are satisfied with Maya, and they are not attached to the way of Sadguru. Forgetting the real place, the original place, your eyes have gone to other places, and they become attached to that. So, Maya, this great illusion that, you know, it makes us see things in the wrong way. Maya is also, may also be called duality, splitting things again and again into many, many, many things. So from 2 you get 4, from 4 you get 8, from 8, 16, and so on and so forth. So that's Maya. We keep splitting reality into so many parts. But the eyes of Sadguru, walking on the way of Sadguru, this way will lead us to the vision of unity, the vision of the One. We keep splitting everything in life, the human beings beginning with this race, that race, people of this country, people of the other country. People of this country are better, people of the other country are worse. People of this religion, people of that religion, people of my religion, they are very good. People of the other religion, they are bad. Other religion is strange, mine is good. But the thing is, the other people of the other religion, they think the same about us. The race, the religion, the caste, the class. This way of looking at life keep building up conflicts, wars, hate. It doesn't bring any peace. It doesn't bring any love, any harmony, any union among this vast humanity. If we don't begin looking at life, at humanity, trying to perceive it as one humanity, and not as people of this country, people of the other country, people of this race, this religion, the other religion. If we don't stop these, the wars in this world will never finish, will never end. When Master Kepal was in the United States, at some point he was interviewed in a television program. And at some point during the interview, he was asked, according to you, how will all these conflicts of the world end? How there can be peace in this world among the countries, religions, people of the world? He said, peace in this world there will be only when people will raise above ism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianism, Islamism, and whatever. So as far as we will keep understanding ourselves as people of this country, Italians, Americans, Russians, Indians, and we keep understanding ourselves as belonging to this religion or the other religion, this class or this caste or the other caste, there will be always conflicts in this world, always war, because every group wants to overtake the other group. Every group wants to be the most powerful. So as far as this will be going on in this world, there will never be peace. Peace will only be there when we become aware that we are one brotherhood, one humanity, that live on one planet, Earth, which is not this country, the other country. So Sadhguru tries to teach us this. Don't look at life as separated, and again separated. Try to have a global vision of life. It's one planet, it's one humanity, it's one universe. And we are all in it. These eyes are interested into other things. These eyes read the books, acquire knowledge. These eyes are interested in this and that. They are not interested in finding truth. They have never looked at the beloved. So these eyes, which means these people, they have all possible interests. But the thing in which they are not interested at all is finding that original place, that original being from whom we all come. We have so many interests. Our lives look for so many things. But that very thing which is the most important, finding the beloved, looking at the beloved, we are not interested. Nowadays, most of the people, they don't even like to hear the word God. It seems something for stupid people. Most of the people have not the least understanding of what this God is. Most of the people, of course, have gotten fed up with what religion has been teaching them about God. And since they are not lucky enough to find somebody who would tell them something different about God or present God to them in a different way, so they have gotten fed up, tired of what the religion has been telling them about God. Consequently, they have given up the belief in God and they prefer not to believe anything. So the thing is that believing or not believing, it doesn't make much of a difference. What is important is experiencing. So, for people who don't believe anything superior, anything above this earth and what we experience through our senses, through our body, through our mind, these people are like blind. It's like saying, there is no sky, there is only this earth. We are walking on this earth, we experience everything which is on this earth, but above this earth there is nothing. Means these people, they never look up at the sky. During the day, seeing the sun shining and giving light to this world. They never looked at night to the sky and seen this immensity of stars, planets, galaxies. So people who don't believe in anything above this physical life, they're like those who say, there is no sky. How can you say there is no sky? It's so evident, it's there, my God. They never look up. They're like donkeys, always looking down. But those very smart people, those very special people, they mostly look up. There is so much more up there than down here. It's just a planet. And up there, there are so many of these planets. An infinity of them. So expanding oneself, becoming broad, huge, that's what we should do. We should acquire these eyes by which we see the immensity of life, the immensity of the divine, and the supreme beauty of the beloved, as Sant says here. But in order to see the supreme beloved, the supreme being, the one from which we all emanate, we should begin looking for a Satguru. We should begin studying his teachings. We should begin applying the teachings in our life. We should take initiation, begin to meditate. So we look up, we begin looking up. Otherwise we have been looking down to the earth our whole life. So we begin meditating and we begin experiencing something divine, something superior. Begin finding peace, joy, bliss, ecstasy, which in this world we will never experience. With this body and with these senses, we are not capable of experiencing. So we begin looking first to this beloved, this physical beloved, or this beloved in a physical body. Look into his eyes, listen to his teachings, applying the teachings in our life, do our spiritual practice, begin experiencing ourselves. So this becomes a fact for us, becomes a reality. We won't believe, we will experience. So, I hope this satsang was anything inspiring for you. I hope that by listening to it, you will get encouraged, inspired to look for something higher, something better. Or if you are on the path, to keep going with more enthusiasm. Because the goal is there for each one of us. Thank you for listening. I am very happy to have shared these teachings which have been inspired to me during this satsang. I'm very thankful to my beloved Sant Singh for his beautiful bhajan and the teachings in it. So, may God bless you. For those who have attended a meditation retreat in this place, they know what it means. For those who never attended a meditation retreat in this place, they don't know what it means. So it would be very good for them to come to know what it means. Anyway, for both those who have already experienced a retreat, those who haven't had that experience, we invite you to come attend this retreat, which starts on the 25th of April and ends on the 1st of May. And get the blessing, get the encouragement, the inspiration, the upliftment that will help you to put into practice in your daily life the teachings of this satsang. because there are several helping factors on the path. Doing our spiritual practice every day, it's a helping factor. Attending satsang, listening to the satsang of the Master is a helping factor. But the greatest helping factor, in my understanding and experience, is attending a retreat, an intensive retreat in which for several hours during the day you go through bhajan singing, meditation, satsang. This is incredibly helpful because, during this process, either if it is a few days or a week, like in this case, your outlook of life, your perception of life will be enhanced, will be uplifted, and you will find the strength to face life in a much better attitude. So you're welcome. Come.